more fun for you or for them?
It just makes me laugh whenever they have to sing silly things like Daddy. The BVs and that, they have to go, Daddy.
Moho Sessions.
Lime brew.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'll be buzzing on the card and I'm like, they don't need that. ADHD plus caffeine. You know?
How are you feeling, by the way? Because you've had a stressful day, then you've been performing, and then that has been the longest queue of the festival I've seen, like, maybe ever, possibly.
I don't know. I do it at all my shows. I stay around till they kick me out. Because in my head, I'm like, oh my God, you actually took the time to listen or, you know, buy a ticket or whatever. I'm like a priest at the end of Mass. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, because it's so surreal, like, to have anyone come and see you or stick around, especially at the end of a festival. I'm sure they want to go home and go to bed. So I was very, very grateful. So I just wanted to say thank you to people, you know.
That means the world to people as well.
It means the word to me.
Yeah. It's a kind of a two-way connection, which, like...
It's really nice. It's like a nice opportunity because this is no shade to anybody, but like when you come off stage, you're buzzing. You've all this adrenaline, and what are you going to do, sit in the dressing room? You may as well, like, go out and use the buzz and say hello and say thank you, you know? Otherwise, you'd just be rolling around in there.
I think we've started, haven't we? We haven't actually even introduced you.
Sorry.
I better introduce you. This is the Moho Sessions Season 5 here at the British Country Music Festival in Blackpool. I have to mind the words there because it's sitting here with Sunday headliner Janet Devlin.
Hi!
You actually slayed her set. You had everything going. You had fun, banter.
That's what it's about for me, so we're having fun.
You have a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, I took myself by surprise though, because I haven't done ballads in a while. Like, my ballads. So, like, I started singing one, I was like, oh, God, there's the feelings. Oh, like, got a bit emotional. But, no, it was great. It's, like, I love the band. I love hanging out with them. And when we were in rehearsals, because we had 2 rehearsals only, it was just like, right, we need to go out there and have some fun. That's it.
You had 2 rehearsals only?
Yeah.
It didn't look like you had 2 rehearsals.
Well, thank you very much.
Can I just say that did not look like a headline set of 2 rehearsals only. And I think people did. I think you've left people wanting more as well.
Fingers crossed. Well, I've got a gig in October if they want to go.
October the...
I'll get it wrong, but it's in October and it's in London. And it's
somewhere.
It's in, like, Hoxton, Shoreditch area.
Yeah. And you also have a deluxe edition. Yes. Not my first Emotional Rodeo.
It tickled me. Well. Yeah, I do. Yeah, because when we went out the first time to Nashville, I did 24 songs in 3 days, and obviously that would be a big album. So I
wait. Stop there. 24 songs in 3 days.
Yeah, and then I went out in March there again for the next album, and I did 22. So I have a lot of songs to sit in the bank.
How did you do like almost 50 odd songs
in
5 days?
The first time I took about 60 songs out with me. And then the second time I had a month to write the entire album. And we did, so. Because the label, you know, if somebody's willing to pay money for you to go somewhere. He was like, do you want to go out to Nashville in March and do the album? I'm like, yeah, totally. Oh, you have songs? Yeah, totally. Got all my mates and was like, right, booked my whole diary out for like 30 days. So, yeah, it took about 45 songs, I think, the second time. So, yeah, all gas, no brakes.
That's sheer graft work, that is.
I have a good time writing, though. I have a really fun time. Like,
does it stimulate you when you sit and write? Like...
Definitely. I sometimes don't know how I'm feeling until I'm writing. Find ballads really easy because I've got borderline personality disorder, so, like, too many feelings. It's easy to do those. And then the thing I love about country is that you can be a bit silly. Like, you know, some of my favourite songs are just always a bit tongue-in-cheek, like It's 5 o'clock somewhere, like, you know. I just love that style. So for me, it's been really, really great to just have a bit of crack when I'm writing, do you know what I mean? Have the crack, by the way, just so we know.
When you said tongue-in-cheek, the one you sang about the matching underwear.
Oh, matching lingerie. Yeah, check me. It's for the next album. it was very fun. Like, we wrote it because it was my mandolin player and my guitar player, and that's normally the setup for gigs. And I was like, just write a riff that you guys will have fun writing. And then I personally like writing songs lyrically that I'm like, haha, you have to sing the BVs on that. So they have to do the backing vocal of matching lingerie. So they have to sing it, and I'm like, haha. So it's very fun all round.
More fun for you or for them?
It just makes me laugh whenever they have to sing silly things like Daddy. The BVs and that, they have to go, Daddy. Love it.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Like, I don't take myself very seriously. I should. But I don't think I have it in me. So.
Now, I want to go on an emotional rodeo with you, if I may. The experience you've had within the industry, because I know you started X Factor back in
14 years ago.
Yes. The trajectory you've had, the experiences you've had, how has it been for you through all that journey? What have you learned, I suppose, about yourself in the music industry? Because you also wrote a novel about mental health, which I think was such a really cool thing to do.
Inadvertently. I think it's probably like, I think people think it's going to be like a self-help book. It's actually like, don't do what I did. Here's what not to do. Because I'm Irish, obviously we like to just tell stories, you know what I mean? And been through a lot. But I think what people misunderstand is they think that maybe TV did it to me or something. But I have suffered with my own demons since I was a tot, since I was a kid. Just a bit wired, funny. And then literally my albums and EPs and stuff kind of follow my self-learning journey. Okay. So the last album, that had almost the autobiography, was me just kind of purging all of the dark things. And like the book goes in chronological order with the album and unlocks everything. So then I got all that out. So then when I was doing Emotional Rodeo, it was like, oh, now I gotta have fun. Like, now I get to actually show people the real me, not buried under all the things I was going through. So that's been really lovely.
Must be like a cathartic.
When it got released, yes. When it was put out in the world. Otherwise, I was sat there just with a book of demons going, just put it out there. So the minute somebody had finished the book, it was great. Because then it just felt like freeing. It was great.
So do you feel more yourself now than...
Yeah. Since, like, rehab, psychiatry, therapy, all the money I spent in that, like, getting on the right meds and, you know, now in remission from my stuff now, which is weird. Like, I'm in remission from BPD, borderline. Got diagnosed with ADHD accidentally. Didn't chase that one, found out. So all those things together, like, I'm finally free to just be yourself, just live life. Like, I'm not burdened by my feelings, but I can still use them in my songs. I can actually focus. Hence why I get like 3 songs done in a session now. And it's so nice to not be chasing my tail constantly and actually be able to live in the moment more. So it's surreal, like even being on stage and having the ability to go, oh my God, this is my first ever headline gig. I'm going to want to remember this. So like being able to take like a mental photo it's a nice, amazing place to be. I never thought I'd make it here, so.
I think it's really good that you released the book, because you've lots of people out there who are going through that sort of thing, who are probably afraid to ask for help, or don't want to ask for help, or don't think they can ask for help.
Yeah.
And to have that book out there and just talk so openly about it and to release music alongside it, I think is just such a positive thing, because it's still
stigma.
Like, it is.
And like it opened a door. I got to do a documentary for the BBC about addiction in young women, which was awesome. Like, to be trusted with that, especially like, you know, drinking and sobriety and stuff, it's always seen as like, I guess, like an old man's condition. So being trusted by, you know, a big company like that to front a whole documentary on it was insane. But I got a lot out of it, let alone anyone who watched it. So
yeah, it's just such a like what you've been through and where you've come from and where you are now, and the performance that you just gave, and just also as well, like Emotional Rodeo has done so well for you. Was country music something that was always you. It's always something you've done because when you
Before
were on the
TV,
X Factor,
yeah.
I don't think it was.
No,
It wasn't country
I
vibing.
didn't really get to do the songs.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like as a kid, like 10-year-old me on my pony up in the Irish mountains, using the feet as a metronome, singing like Dolly Parton, Garth Brooks, like I'll catch him, just to my pony, like up the hills. It was always on the like that was just everybody where I'm from. We're from Farmer County, Tyrone, like so everybody listens to country because you listen to stuff that you resonate with.
Yeah.
And that way of living is the way that I was living. And then when I was doing like little gigs locally, I was doing country. Like one of my first ever performances in front of an audience was Traveling Soldier by the Chicks. So it's just always been here. And then when I did TV and wanted to plan out my career, you always say do the 10-year plan, and I wanted to retire into country because it's the genre that I'm most passionate about, and I also wanted to have stories to tell. I didn't want to go in too young and just, I don't know, I wanted to really use all my life experiences to put them into country. So it's been so rewarding for my first ever country album, because I released my first country song in 2021, but for the album to start Fires is so surreal and very nice.
But I think it's though that like watching the music or observing the music industry, not being in it, when artists release albums that are more themselves or they feel more themselves, those albums tend to
do better.
Yeah,
That's
it just
why
seems to be a thing.
when we had a business meeting about where I was going, like, oh, what's your plans for this album? What do you want to achieve? I was like, I just want to have fun. I've been doing this so long. I just want to have fun, and that has like carried me through the past like year. Because it's been an insane year. Because the album will only have come out in October of last year. So it's been a nuts year. Like,
It's done.
just C2C. Like, a couple of months after the album, I was like, hold on a second.
Biggest country festival in the UK.
Yeah.
When are you doing CMA Fest in America?
Here, if they'll have me, I'll do it. I'm not work shy. I'll just
Hashtag CMA Janet Devlin.
honest to God, like I just, it's so nice to be doing interviews and to be, on stage and meeting people and just finally like really living happily in my work, But you know what I mean. This is not a job. Don't listen to any artist when they say this is a job. Oh my God. Go work in Tesco.
Well, travelling is travelling not like
Nah,
that.
vibes.
No. Even though you were
Where else would I be?
on stage.
But then again, I have like a lovely band of good boys. Like, one of them watches birds and the other dedicates his free time to the church, and good time boys. Have like 2 beers in a night. Go to bed, boys. They're great. So it's not a job.
And you were playlisted on YouTube too.
Bloody hell, yeah. 4 times in a row. I went, 13 years of a dry spell, and then 4 back to back. It's nuts. Because, one, for me personally, obviously getting on radio, and then getting playlisted and all this is like, oh my God, that's nuts. And then I'm also like, bro, we're getting country, Irish country, on national radio. Mental. So, just gotta roll with it.
Just see what happens, just
Literally.
day by day.
Well, as much as I can. Luckily I have good management who keep my diary in track for me.
Definitely do.
Honestly, shout out to Kat. She fills my diary with all the information. We love her.
She's fabulous, yeah.
Yeah, she makes my life so much easier.
I've got a lot to juggle as well.
Don't.
A lot to juggle.
But they're like my family though. I've known them now for 12 years. I've watched them get engaged and then get married and was at their wedding, and then I was there with, obviously not there in the room, but when they came back from hospital with their first baby and then their second baby. So if Kat needs to do an important business meeting, I'm like, children, let's go to the park. They are really my niece and nephew in this country, So it's always felt
Cool Auntie Janet.
so cool. It's so weird. My nieces think I'm cool. I'm like, okay.
You teach them party tricks?
I'm teaching one of them how to horse ride at the minute. Yeah. I finally got paid for something because like normally money in, money out. And before the money had even landed in my account, my dad was looking for a pony for my niece, and he was looking, you know, I threw my leg over one of them that was child safe, and it was a rodeo. I was like, yeah, I'm going to say we need to up the budget. So the minute I got the money, I was like, please put that into the pony, because we need something that's not going to kill her. So, yeah, when I go home, I try and teach her, because I was a competitive show jumper for 5 years on the Irish circuit.
Wow.
I know, mental. Like, I know.
Wow.
So,
That's
obviously when I was doing this album, I was like, I need to get a photo of me rearing on a horse. Make the money worthwhile.
wow. Now I'm going to ask that you can say no if you want,
Go on ahead.
but this is usually the time where we have a song. I know you don't have your guitarist, so I don't know if you want to sing one a cappella.
You know what? I would love to, but my mouth is so
That's
dry.
all right. You don't have to
It
know.
would be
It's
so
grand.
gross.
No, you don't.
I've got to
you don't have
say,
to.
I'm gutted you didn't do whiskey on my breath.
Oh, it's one of those ones where it's like in the right room at the right time at the right place. It's amazing.
I love that song.
But like, I didn't know how the crowd were going to be. So like, if I get there and nobody's listening and they're 10 pints deep, not the song. You know, not the vibes for the room. So I'll play it in London in October.
There you go. You need to go to London in October, Will.
You did last time.
I did London for the album launch.
Well, you'll have to go again to hear
The deluxe launch.
the deluxe launch. Yeah.
Are you releasing a hard copy of it?
Pre-order it now on our website.
Thank you. Oh my god.
And
How are
I
you?
just, like,
You have to get in person, this you'll remember.
the email didn't say that there was going to be hard copies of it. And I
We
haven't-
were waiting on
yeah,
confirmation.
and I haven't had
There
a
was
chance,
like so many mixed messages. I found out in the car today, so
and I haven't had a chance to actually go onto the website and look at it.
sorry, janetdevlin.com. Because I'm inventive with my names, obviously.
Well, do you mind playing a little game then?
Sure.
It's called This or That.
Cool.
And you choose between two things.
Dope.
So, love or money?
Love.
Boots or hat?
Boots.
Cowboys or cowgirls?
I like both. I'll take anyone that wants me. But you know what? I don't date that many women, and the reason why is because if I got rejected by a woman, hurts. If I get rejected by a dude, I'm like, okay, cool. On to the next one.
High five.
Wait till you hear Plastic Pistol on the deluxe.
Bloody hell! Now, if that's not PR for a song and an album and a deluxe version of an album, I don't know what is. Songwriting or singing?
Songwriting. I think. I like both. It's cyclical. You know, you go through like little phases. I like both. It's hard to pick.
Performing or recording?
Performing.
Performing wins hands down.
Yeah.
You'll love it on that stage.
Well, it's like recording is so finicky. It's like, I need to get my better or my better. You know, there's a lot of finicky business that's like, I don't mind it. Like my manager's been recording my vocals for the last album pretty much, and then for this one, we have fun because he can't pitch, so he'll try and sing it back to me like more like, So it's really good fun.
Cigarette sweets or daddy?
Oh, that's tough. I've literally got the tattoo. That's so ridiculous.
You've got daddy tattooed on your mouth.
Yeah, did you not know that?
It's a single clever. I'll do anything for a ha-ha. I'll do anything for a joke. Apparently that. So, I mean, that's on my body, so I will say cigarette sweets.
Country singer or best life?
Country singer.
That's definite. See, these aren't happy. Best in you or back to my senses?
Best in you.
Emotional rodeo or burden?
Emotional Rodeo.
Whiskey on my breath or red flag?
Red flag. Sorry. It's a tough one because red flag's so hard to sing.
Oh, you're not Janet. Don't look shocked over there. Catfishing or ghosted?
Catfishing.
Funeral for my best friend, which can I say got me in the feels.
My Chemical Rodeo.
Funeral for my best friend or the problem is me, which is not
Funeral, I think. Oh, that's the joke. My team found it very funny because I was dating this guy that was absolutely the problem, but it took me a long time to figure it out. But that was a joke. It's like, the problem is me. LMAO. It's not though.
Houston or Wonderful?
Houston. There's a bit more lyrical depth and do. You know? But I was like 16 or 17 when I wrote that, so it's fine.
So the rest of 2026 is Emotional Rodeo. Not my first
Emotional Rodeo.
Coming in September.
Coming in September, and then next year will be another album.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'll be dropping singles next year. I have to have it handed in by the end of October. The whole album. So.
Emotional Rodeo is not even a year yet at that point.
I know. Crazy. Here, I'm just going with it.
Album lives don't really have long.
No, that's why you see me dropping singles. I'm milking it for everybody. Because once it's out, people are like, okay, cool. We're too used to content.
Yeah, exactly.
Flick. Then once it's out, they're like, next thing. So this time I'm actually ahead of myself song-wise. So that's a nice position.
Yeah, because it'll be like when the next album comes out, it'll be 2 years, won't it? And that's what they say. Album, give it a year to breathe. Album, give it a year to breathe. Album, give it. So
Which means you have no time to breathe.
Yeah.
But in fairness, my last 2 albums, there was big spaces between. Kind of went to rehab in the middle of one, so that took a while. And then COVID happened, took another while. But it's nice to finally be in a position to just write and go and write and go. Like, it's nice. Because with my ADHD, I don't lose focus.
Yeah, your focus is like sharp.
Yeah. No time to look. Just go. As we say, less thinking, more doing.
Do you think, because Beth Nielsen Chapman has ADHD, and she wrote a very cool blog on it that she said that she's on medication for it, but when she's songwriting, she says she doesn't take the medication because she thinks that she just wants to get the creative.
I have the
side.
opposite of that.
Do you?
Oh my god. When I put meds in me, I'm like 3 songs in a day. Because I write
That's
ideas
really
as I go.
interesting.
I write ideas as I go, and then I research them. So like I'll put like glossary of words, some funny puns, some lyric examples, rhymes, blah 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 blah. Go into the session, and just 3 songs all day in a day. So,
And because this is a British Country Music Festival, I have to mention you have written or co-written with Katie Ray,
love her.
which she's like producer, songwriter.
Call me back, Katie.
Extraordinaire in the UK scene, but you wrote quite a few with her, which is pretty cool.
I love writing with her, but she's so busy.
She is.
But like, I'm not mad about that because I'm like,
I don't think
Love
there's
to see
anyone in the UK scene she hasn't worked with.
I know.
Country-wise.
She was the one who put me and Ben Earl in the same room with her. Yeah, because we wrote Emotional Rodeo, so thanks, Katie.
Fabulous. I think that was a knock at the door. So that means...
That means my pizza's here. Finally, I get to eat.
Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for your time. Thank you for your well thought out questions. Like, that means a lot as well.
your story and for just being who you are.
Thank you.
Don't change who you are because who you are. Well, no, it's just that I think that's what we all go through in the journey, just to be who we are and just be fine with who we are.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
So, yeah, thank you so much. See you later, everyone.
One song, one story, unforgettable on the road. Moho Sessions.